Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to today's video. This video is an extra special one, you guys, because we are just shy of my 2-year anniversary here on YouTube. August 20th is 2 years exactly that I uploaded my very first video to this channel. As I sit here, I am reminiscing and thinking back to that day that I just said, screw it. I had the day off from work. I had been wanting to start a channel for probably a year before I even started it, and I happened to have that day off. We were heading up to the cabin and I said, you know what? I got some time to kill. I'm just gonna try it out. I set up my ring light in my kitchen. I had no clue how to edit. I didn't know camera settings. I had absolutely no clue, nothing. And I popped up my single ring light in my kitchen, pressed record, and I recorded my very first video, which was a beauty favorites video. And some of those are still products that I really love. I will say that. We are here to commemorate that at the end of the video. I do have a giveaway for you guys, but before we get into all of that, let's go ahead and talk about the brand new collection with Morphe and Jeffree Star. This is a brand new collaboration. This just launched. I got my products fairly quickly. I do have a Morphe store in the Mall of America, which isn't too far from where I live. I don't get there very often. So I said, whatever, I'm just gonna order it from the website. And it got to me within like 2 or 3 days, I think, which is awesome. I didn't pay for expedited shipping or anything like that, but I picked up almost everything from the collection with the exception of the sponges, and I will explain that in just a moment. So I picked up the brand new eyeshadow palette. This is the Artistry palette. I also picked up the Morphe Jeffree Star Set and Refresh Mist. I think this is probably what I was most excited for out of the entire collection, just to be real with you guys. Like, this excited me so much. And then I also picked up the eye brush collection as well. Everything that you see on my eyes, I used this brush set only and this palette only. So we're gonna go over everything that I picked up and give you guys a review. And then, like I said, at the end of the video, there will be a giveaway, so stay tuned. Let's go ahead and jump into it. So let's talk first about the Morphe Jeffree Star palette. It is the Artistry palette. Packaging I absolutely love. Personally, I have never been a giant fan of pink, but it's just a color. I don't really care. I think it's beautiful still nonetheless. Feels very nice. Open it up and you've got a fantastic mirror in here. I did use this mirror today to get ready and I absolutely loved it. It's crisp and clear and large. And it's really nice, especially if you travel a lot. It's nice to have a palette that includes a large mirror that is slim enough that you can just kind of bring around with you. Let's talk about the shades on the inside, you guys. I think that the color story in this couldn't be more perfect. You've got everything you could possibly need to create so many different looks. You can create smoky looks, earthy toned looks, neutral, bright looks. You can just be so creative and so neutral all at the same time. And that is what I absolutely adore about this color story. Another thing that I love, because I am a crease shade junkie, as I like to call it, or a transition shade junkie, I love to pile a crap ton of shades in the crease. This palette allows me to do that. All of these kind of neutral crease shades, transition shades, boom, everything you need, and that is so smart. If you're gonna curate a palette with this many shades in it, why not? I think that it's perfect. It gives you the base to create any look. The pops of purple and pink, I love. You've got some brighter colors in here, brighter orange, this kind of tangerine shade up here is one of my favorites. But I'm also very into this last 2 rows right here. Just something about this, when I saw this palette was launching, boom, my eyes were drawn right to these last 2 rows. Let's go ahead and talk about some swatches. So I swatched the first 3 rows. You guys, I only did 1 pass, which means I didn't build up these colors at all. I didn't put any setting spray on my arm or use any shadow primers or concealers or anything to set up for the swatches. I just used my bare skin and these swatched beautifully. 1 pass, tons of pigment, even pigmentation, buttery smooth, beautiful. Absolutely loved how these swatched. The last 2 rows were also extremely impressive. If you've watched my channel before, you know I'm not a glitter fan. I really very rarely put glitter on my lids, but I love that they choose a gold glitter for this. It's versatile and you can use it with any shade in this palette. If you love gold and you love glitter, and you just like to have that extra pop of color on the lids or that extra pop of dimension, it's the perfect shade. It goes with literally everything in the palette. So I think that that was very smart. I do want to talk about these two shades down here before we talk about what's on my eyes. Hi Dude and Fast Lane. This black is by far the smoothest, most pigmented black that I own now in any of my palette or even any of my eyeshadow collections right now. You guys, I've probably tried out and tested and have owned well over 80 palettes. That is so embarrassing, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I am a palette junkie. It's just one thing I just cannot stop purchasing. I love eyeshadow palettes, but this black in particular, oh my goodness, it is like midnight pitch black. You can't get blacker than that, and it is so smooth. It is incredible. Hi Dude, this brown shade, which is what I use to line the top of my eyes, and then also down here on the lower lash line, is gorgeous as well. Stunning, pigmented, smooth, easy to use. I love when you've got a solid brown and black shade like this in a palette because you can use them as liners. You can deepen up other shades in the palette, and when they are so velvety and pigmented and easily blendable like that, it's just the cherry on top. So smart. I love that this was included in this palette. So let's go ahead and talk about what I have on my eyes. Again, like I mentioned, I am a crease junkie, so I have 1985, Mr. Diva, and Channel all in the crease, like boom, boom, blended out. I had no issues at all. Pigmented, buttery smooth, easily buildable. It just looks gorgeous. The shades, they blended beautifully. Then on the outer corner, I kind of deepened everything up by using Boss Angeles right here. And then on top of that, I used Hi Dude, which again, I am raving about this shade in the palette. It's just so gorgeous. It gave me that extra bit of deep right on the outer edges just to give this a little bit more of a smokiness and a little bit more dimension. Then right here in the center of the lid, connecting right into the outer V where I laid down those deeper shades. This is a trick of mine. I like to use a deeper metallic or satin shade, and then I will take a lighter metallic shade all over the lid, blend it into that. I feel like it just gives it beautiful dimension and gives you this ombre effortless looking effect that I absolutely love. So Drive Through, I put right here, right in the center, used my finger, and then I went in with, which shade is this right here? Glam Rapids, and I put that all over the lid. Now on the inner corner, you guys, I have discovered my most favorite inner corner brown bone highlight of all time. This shade, oops, I'm gonna drop the palette. This shade right here, Designer Label, oh my goodness, it is like that kind of bright champagne-y gold. It is just so gorgeous and stunning. I'm just gonna pop more on the inner corners and the brow bone just so you can see this. But oh my goodness, it is just, it is the perfect shade for my skin tone. It's just absolutely gorgeous. I could even use this as a highlight on my cheeks as well. But this is just like the ultimate highlight shade. If I was to develop a highlight shade, this is probably what it would look like. I am living, as Jeffree would say. I am absolutely obsessed with that. Now let's talk about the lower lash line. I went ahead and pressed Hi Dude, again, my new ultra favorite deep brown shade. I pressed that right next to the lower lash line and then blended it out with Wake and Bake, which is this gorgeous green color right here. Love it. It just gave me like a little hint of brightness and kind of pulled together this entire look. So yeah, I tried to use as many shades as possible, as I always do on my eyes, to give you guys a solid idea of how a palette performs. First impressions, this is beautiful. I do want to make note of the formulation in this. When I look at the ingredients here on the back of the packaging, if I'm reading this correctly, I don't see any talc in the ingredients, which I love. I love when shadows are talc free. It's kind of a controversial ingredient. You can do your own research. I'm not going to get into it. I still use products with talc in it, but I do have to say that I appreciate it when a company and a formulation leaves that ingredient out. So I love it. This is mostly, this is a mica based formula, which means it's super pigmented, and that's why it is so buttery smooth. Let's talk about the Set and Refresh Mist. Now, I am a massive fan, if you didn't know, of the Continuous Setting Mist. I have gone through 4 or 5 of these in the past several months. This is just hands down the best mist, especially if you have dry skin. It just makes your skin look beautiful. So what Jeffree did is he kind of tweaked the formula, which I think is so cool. He made it his own, and he did add a different different fragrance to it. So this is the Set and Refresh Starberry Scented Mist. And then this one, the original, is called the Continuous Setting Mist. They both have 2.8 ounces of product. Obviously, as you can see it, you're watching this video, you can see that there is obviously a massive difference in the packaging. Jeffree went with the pink, which is totally his thing, which I love. There is a difference in the ingredients. So in the original formula, this is water and glycerin. This one is water and some other word that I can't pronounce, then butylene glycol, and then glycerin. So there is a difference. This one does have papaya fruit extract in it. This one has grape seed extract and cucumber fruit water, where this one has grapefruit fruit water, kiwi fruit water, and then it's going to have the strawberry fragrance to it. I do want to say this formula is a bit more hydrating. There's something a little bit different about it with those ingredients that gives my skin even more of a dewy look than this one. It truly is more of a refreshing mist where it's like after you put on your makeup, and not only do you want to set it down, but you want to give your skin like a hit of hydration and refresh. And that's really what it does. I mean, obviously this one does the same, but this one just kind of kicks it up a notch. The scent of this is absolutely intoxicating. You're going to have the same exact mister. Beautiful. That's one thing that I love about this, is how evenly this setting mist puts out product, but the scent, oh my gosh. I don't want this to sound bad, but it has like that delicious kind of fake strawberry scent to it. If you remember like the lip smackers, like strawberry balms, or just kind of like those lip balms when you were a kid, and like that fake strawberry scent that was in it, that is exactly what this smells like. It is so nostalgic and it just smells delicious to me. I absolutely love it. I almost wish the palette was scented in the same way. I think that that would have been really cool if this palette would have also been starberry scented. Maybe Jeffree can do that with his own collection at some point to add that kind of strawberry fruity scent, because it is so good. I love it. Obviously, if you are sensitive to artificial fragrances like that, you're going to want to pass on this, because when you do spray it onto the skin, it does kind of linger for a while. But I will say I am loving it. I do want to pick up more of these because I don't know if this is limited edition or not. If you guys know that, leave me a comment down below. But if it is, I'm buying more because I love the formula. I love how dewy it makes my skin look. I love the way it feels, and I love the scent. It is perfect. So yay, love this as well. Let's move on to the last thing that I picked up, and that is the eyeshadow brush collection. Love the little brush case that it comes in. I really like that Morphe does that when they collaborate on brushes, is they give you kind of like a personalized case. It's just another way to connect with the collaborator, with the artist, because again, you know that Jeffree loves pink, he loves everything bougie, and it just kind of feels that way. So it's very much so him. I used almost every single brush in this collection with the exception of 3 brushes. I will quickly touch on what I liked about each brush that I used. First off, this is the JS13, so these are numbered. This is the perfect brush for inner corner highlight, brow bone highlight. It's got the perfect perfect shape. It fits perfectly right here, right on the brow bone. Absolutely love it. Then you've got these 2 crease brushes right here, which I absolutely love. They're very similar in shape. One is just more tapered and fans out a bit. So the JS8 fans out just a bit more, and it is pink. The bristles are pink. You might not be able to tell because I have eyeshadow all over it. This one just has more of like a tapered brush head to it. This is the JS5. So both of these are awesome for the crease. I didn't notice any skipping. They were very, very soft. Then you've got 2 of these shader brushes right here. We've got the JS10 and the JS11. This one is awesome if you want to smudge shadow on the lower lash line. That's what I did with this one. And then this one is awesome too for just getting shadow all over the lid, which I used this as well for that. So those are awesome. They work beautifully. I didn't notice any of the brush hairs falling out. The ferrules do feel solid, so I do want to mention that. Then I used the JS7, which is like an angled brow brush or an angled liner brush, and I used that with the High Dude, that deep brown shade from the palette. Press that along the top lash line and then use that on the lower lash line as well. And then I did use the spoolie for my brows, and that worked beautiful as well. Lastly, this has to be my favorite brush out of all the brushes I tried. I love a small tapered crease brush, and this is the JS12. What I love about these, if you have hooded eyes, these are prime for getting more precise shadow into the crease. Also perfect for getting shadow on the outer corner there as well. You can blend on the lower lash line. I could probably create an entire eye look with this brush right here. I do have very heavy, pretty hooded eyes, and I respect when a brush like this is included in a brush collection. The three that I did not use were the JS9, the JS6, and the JS14. This is gonna be a liner brush right here. And then you've just got more crease blending brushes. So I think that this collection was very smart. If you're a beginner and you're looking for a solid brush set that's going to give you every single thing that you will need, you guys, you don't need any other eye brushes other than these. This entire collection, this is all you would ever need to create any eye look. This is more than enough. Comes with the brush case. It's beautiful. I love the packaging. I actually do really enjoy the pink. The way that the brushes are designed, I love the pink. I love the metallic ferrules. It's a solid brush collection, and I think it's really cute too. So bravo on this. I totally approve of those. I've always really truly liked Morphe brushes. I know a lot of people feel some type of way about them, but they've never done me wrong. The Jaclyn Hill brush collection is my favorite. I use them every single day. They're pretty much the only brushes I use along with Delium tools, but they are like the best. I like BH too, but the Morphe Jaclyn collection and this collection now, so awesome. So there you guys have it. That was the Jeffree Star Morphe collection. I did not pick up the sponges because I'm just gonna be real, I'm not a huge fan. For a minute in time, I did enjoy the red Morphe contour sponge, I think it was called. I did like that, but it's just a little too stiff for me. I prefer a very soft sponge like the Wet n Wild sponges, a beauty blender. It's just the type of material that I like for my sponges. So many people like the Morphe ones, but for me, I just don't love them. They're not my favorite, so I did pass on the sponge collection, and that was a relaunch, I think, because they did have those before, and they launched them again. There you guys have it. Once again, that is the Jeffree Star Morphe collaboration. I am a huge fan of this. I love that Jeffree collaborated with them to bring awesome products like this at a more affordable price. So if you're a huge fan of Jeffree, you can't afford the stuff from his line because it is expensive. It is borderline luxury pricing, and this kind of gives you a chance to have a bomb-ass formula with the same type of inspiration from Jeffree, and it allows you to kind of have a little bit from that artist. So thumbs up, love it. Love this eye look that I created, love the brushes. Let's go ahead and talk about the fun part, you guys. I want to thank you for your love and support. So here we are in celebration of 2 years on YouTube. I will be giving away to one lucky winner, one beautiful subscriber, the Jeffree Star Morphe eyeshadow palette. Thank God that it's good, because sometimes when these new products launch and I buy an extra one for a giveaway, it's kind of like, I really hope that it's awesome, and it is. So I am so excited to be giving this away. The giveaway will be open to the US and Canada residents only. Bear with me here. The time will come to have international giveaways. To enter, give this video a huge thumbs up, be subscribed to my channel, and leave me a comment down below letting me know what your favorite Jeffree Star product is. If you own one, or if you don't own one, let me know which one you have always wanted. I do recommend also following me on Instagram, because in your comment down below, that is going to be your entry. I need you to leave me your Instagram handle so that I can send you a DM to let you know if you are the winner. I will be announcing on my Instagram stories that I have chosen a winner, because sometimes the messages will go into spam or into like a request folder and you might not see it. That way, when I choose a winner, on August 21st, you will know. I will post something to my Instagram stories, and then you will get a message, and then the winner will have gotten a message from me letting you know that you are the winner, and then we can talk about shipping details at that point. Thank you guys so much. Again, this is just a very small token of my appreciation. I wish I could give every single one of you a palette or something from this collection, because it is so awesome. I really truly do wish that. One day, hopefully, I will be sitting here doing a 50,000 subscriber giveaway, or oh my gosh, even 100,000 subscriber giveaway. That would be crazy. I can't even think about that right now, but I cannot wait until I can just give you guys massive, huge, awesome giveaways. So if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel before you go. Give this video a thumbs up. Be sure to enter the giveaway. Thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel, Comment down below a Jeffree product that you love or that you want to purchase with your Instagram handle. And if you want to follow me on Instagram as well so that you guys will see in my story when I update it that I have messaged the winner, so you know to check your messages to see if it is you. If you do not win this one, don't fret. There will be another giveaway coming up shortly. I want to do something awesome for the holidays and for my birthday, so there is more to come. I love you guys so much. Again, thank you. Thank you so much for sticking by my side for 2 solid years. This is incredible, and I cannot wait to see where we are 1 year from now. Maybe I'll be filming in the same room. Maybe I won't be. Maybe I'll have moved. Who knows? We will see where we are in 1 year. But yeah, I can't wait to take this journey with you guys. I love you so much, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye, guys.